Lake Mead and Lake Powell drought federal crackdown to come if water use isn't reduced. With water levels falling lower than thought possible at Glen Canyon Dam, energy production could halt as soon as July 2023. Bob Martin, the deputy power manager at the Glen Canyon Dam, gestures at the band of whitish, chalky residue running along the steep canyon walls towering above the Colorado River. "That's where the water level used to be," says Martin. "It's fallen lower than even the lowest end of the scale thought possible when the dam was constructed." The miles-long bathtub ring, bleached white by water over years, is a glaring symbol of the crisis unfolding at the Colorado River Basin, which is suffering its driest period for more than 12 centuries.At the epicenter of this slow-burn environmental disaster embroiling the U.S. Southwest is Lake Powell, an artificial reservoir on the Colorado River created through the flooding of Glen Canyon in 1963. Alongside Nevada's Lake Mead, Powell is one of the two largest reservoirs in the nation, holding 24 acre-feet of water and spanning the Arizona-Utah border, and together they provide a vital water supply to a combined 40 million people in the Southwest. Lake Powell is also a major source of hydropower. The vast pressure of the Colorado River traveling through the Glen Canyon Dam's 15-foot pipes, which spins turbines and then powers 8 generators, produces cheap and clean energy for as many as 5.8 million homes and businesses across 7 states. But dwindling water levels at Lake Powell, which is now at 28% of its 24 acre-feet capacity, have put the Glen Canyon Dam at risk. In March, water levels fell below 3,525 feet, considered a critical buffer to protect hydropower, for the first time. If the lake drops just another 32 feet, the dam will no longer be able to generate power for the millions who rely on it. Such a calamity might not be far off. The Bureau of Reclamation, the U.S. federal agency that manages the Colorado River's infrastructure, forecasts that even with significant proposed cuts to water allowances there is a 23% chance power production could halt at dam in 2024 due to low water levels, and that it is within the realm of possibility that it will happen as soon as July 2023. As the lake vanishes, water managers are scrambling to find a solution, including an unprecedented conservation order. But some worry that efforts may fall short as states battle over whatever water is available, foreshadowing fights for resources that are only set to intensify as drought further grips the arid Southwest. "It's a gigantic warning," says Lisa May Mann, a spokesperson for the Western Area Power Administration, WAPA, a federal company that provides wholesale hydropower to 15 states through 57 dams, including Glen Canyon. "The rapid decline of Lake Powell has been surprising. There's no doubt we are heading towards a drier future. When the lake is full, its dam can produce 1,320 megawatts, or 5 billion kilowatt-hours of power annually, about the same amount as a large fossil fuel plant. But with water levels now 100 feet below the lowest elevation marker, hydropower production has dropped to 800 megawatts. The alarming drop has forced authorities into extraordinary action. On June 14, the Bureau of Reclamation announced that to protect critical reservoir levels in 2023, between 2 and 4 acre-feet of water must be conserved, setting a 60-day timeline for state and tribal leaders to agree on a plan. Water use estimates released in June show the upper basin states collectively used 3.5 acre-feet of Colorado River water last year, while the lower basin states used about 10 acre-feet. The system is at a tipping point, Commissioner Camille Touton told the Senate Committee on Energy and Natural Resources. "Unprecedented is now the reality and the normal in which reclamation must manage our systems." According to Jack Schmidt, the Janet Quinney Lawson Chair of Colorado River Studies at Utah State University, that would be the largest cut in water use in the 100-year history of the Colorado River Compact, an agreement made in 1922 that divided the river's water between the upper basin states, Colorado, New Mexico, Utah, and Wyoming, the lower basin states, Arizona, California, and Nevada, 30 tribal nations, and Mexico.